Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayanam. In the previous episode, we saw how Ravana approached Maricha and sought help to get Sita away from Sri Ramchandra. In very colloquial language, you can probably say Ravana revealed his kidnap plans to Maricha and asked for his support. And Maricha started off with a very wonderful sloka. He says, Sulabha Purusharajan Saptam Priyavadinah Apriyasya Padhyasya Vakta Srotacha Durlabha. O king, there will be many people who will tell you things that you want to listen or things that you will feel happy while listening, but it's very tough to find a person who tells the bitter truth. And even if you find a person who can tell the bitter truth, finding a listener to him will be even more tougher. This is what Maricha essentially says, and then he moves on with his speech. He's actually questioning. This is a very intelligent line of questioning that he starts off with. He says, Nanunam buddhise ramam mahaviryam gunonatam ayuktascharaschapalo mahendra varnopamam. Oh, Ravana, do you really have good spies who are taking care of the intelligence gathering for you from outside? Because till now, nobody has asked Ravana about the veracity of Shurpanakha's statement. So, no, Maricha will explicitly ask this going forward, but he starts off with a hint saying that, do you really have spies? Are your spies in fact working properly? Are you getting the needed intelligence reports? And then he says, Api swasti bhavettahata sarvesham bhuvirakshasam apiramo sankruddha kuryal lokamarакшасam. Sri Ramachandra gets angry, O Ravana, entire Rakshasas will be scorched from the face of the earth. So, are all the Rakshasas fine? And now, Maricha knows that Sitama is not a Manushya Kanta, and that he is indirectly hinting to Ravana here. He is saying, Apite Jivitantaya Notpanna Janakatmaja Abhisita Nitam Cha Bhaved Vyasanam Mama. So he is saying, is Sita born only to kill you, O Ravana? Think about this with great caution and care. And he is saying, Tadvidah Kamurto hi Dussila Pavamantridah Atmanam Sajnam Rashtam Saraja Hanti Durmati. If a king is thinking that he is completely independent, nothing can bind him, he can do whatever he wants, and he is dealing with extreme independence, not by abiding himself to any rules, which you are. He's saying you are such a king. You are a king who is not abiding to any rule. You are not following any rules. You are just following your own thought process. And a king like you will not just die. He will ensure that the whole kingdom and the people there are all, he used the word Nasya, means, and Hanti, means all of them will be dead. The kingdom itself would be dead. It essentially means they will fall into a bottomless pit of, the kingdom would go on a downward spiral and all of them would fall in a bottomless pit. That's what he's hinting at. Najivitra parityakto namariyada kasanchana nalubdho najidussilo nacha kshatriya pamsanah nacha dharma gunair hinaha kausalyanamdhavardhanah natikshno nacha bhutanam sarvesham ahiterataha. O Ravana, you came to me and you told me that Sri Ramachandra was banished from the kingdom by his father. O Ravana, I asked you whether you are having proper spies or not, right? Somebody has told you this in a very wrong way and you believed it. Had you had good spies, you would have not believed it. Is a meaning that's internal. That's not explicitly told, but this is an internal meaning. And he's saying, no, his father did not banish him from the kingdom. He is a person who has a lot of tyaga, who enjoys giving away things, giving up things. He is such a tyaga murti. And Kaikeya priyakamartham pitur dasaradascha Hitva Rajyam na bhogamscha pravishto dandakavanam. Sri Ramachandra, he left the kingdom of Ayodhya to keep his father in truth, to ensure that his father's words turn true. Okay, and not just that. When he came to Chitrakuta, all the people came to him and asked him to come back and take over the kingdom. He did not do that. He said, my father's word should be true. Hence, I'll stay in the forest for those 14 years. Somebody told you a lot of lies. Narama karkasastata navidvan najitendriya anrutam dusrutam chaiva naivam tvam vaktumarhasi. Somebody has badly misled you, Ravana. You are sitting on the throne and you should know better. I mean, we all hear this wonderful line, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha, right? Many of us think this is a title given to him by the people of Ayodhya and all. No, the title to him was given by Maricha, who once fought with Sri Ramachandra. So he is saying, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha Sadhu Satyaparākramaha Raja Sarvasya Lokanam Devanam Aghavaniva. Oh, Ravana, you are thinking that Sri Ramachandra is some normal guy. No, the way Devendra rules over all Devatas, Sri Ramachandra is the king of kings, Raja Sarvasya Lokasya. He is the king for the entire world, the way Devendra is the king for all Devatas. And Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Sri Ramachandra is Dharma embodied. If Dharma comes out, takes a body and is seen, that's Sri Ramachandra, Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. Kathantuam tasya vaidehim rakshitam svenadesa ichasi prasamhartum prabhavevasvadaha. O Ravana, who told you this? How do you think that when Sitama is being protected by Sri Ramachandra, by a person of that caliber, how do you think that you would easily get her here? So Maricha is giving a proper dressing down to Ravana. Though Ravana is a king and Maricha is a normal Rakshasa, Maricha is going ahead and he is dropping truth bombs on Ravana as such right now. And Maricha is continuing. He says, Serarchishamanadrusham chavakhandayen dhanam rane Ramadnim sahasadiptam na praveshtum tomarhasi. Sri Ramachandra's arrows are equivalent to fire, and his dhanush, his sword, are the wood that actually help the fire grow. Rama himself is a fire, so please don't get and jump into that. You might as such be killed. Don't go there. Don't touch Sri Ramachandra. Sri Ramachandra is like Agnihotra. I mean, now why does Maricha use the example of Agnihotra here? Is Agnihotra is something which all rishis worship, right? So Maricha, he has become such a huge rishi now that he is linking everything with Agnihotra only. He is saying Sri Ramachandra himself is the Agnihotra. He himself is a celestial fire. If you go and try to touch him, you will fall in that fire and you will get burnt yourself. So don't go near Sri Ramachandra. You are the king only for Lanka, but Sri Ramachandra is the king for the entire world. He is like Indra. Aprameyam hi tattejo yasyasa janakatmaja natvam samardhastam hattum Rama chapasrayam vane. If you think you are going to touch Sita, I am telling you again, you will never be able to take her, you will never be able to get her while Sri Ramachandra is present over there. And don't think you can get Sitama by, you go to her and try to project your wealth and all. No, Sitama is not a woman like that. For her, her husband is everything. Even if you try to lure her, if you give her all sorts of things, she will not even look at you. Oh Ravana, somebody is badly misleading you. You are just falling into a trap, something you should not be doing at all. But will Ravana listen? No, but Maricha, he is doing his duty. He is not at all afraid of the man in front of him. He is trying to put good thoughts into the man who is standing in front of him. So he is not at all stopping, and he is saying, Jeevitam cha sukham chaiva rajyam chaiva sudurlabham yadichhastiram bhoktum ma krudha Rama vipriyam. Saying, if you really want to enjoy your life, if you want to really enjoy your kingdom that you have got, if you want to enjoy any sorts of comforts in this world, if you want to live longer, O Ravana, don't touch Sri Ramachandra. Don't even try to make Sri Ramachandra unhappy. Don't unnecessarily, pick fights with him. Okay? And then he's saying, Nasarvai Sachvai Sardham Vibhishana Purogamaihi Mantra Itvat Dharmishtai Krutva Nischayamatmanaham. I think you did not even consult people like Vibhishana. You will have to talk to Vibhishana, think with all the people, think about the good things, think about the bad things, and try to estimate your energies, your strength, your army, try to estimate the power of SriRama, and then try to make a decision. Aham tu manye tavanakshamam rane samagamam kausalarajasurnam idam hi bhuya sunuvakyamuttamam kshamancha yuktam cha nishachareswara. Saying, O Rakshasa Raja, O Ravana, if you think you are going to fight with Sri Ramachandra in a war, in a battle, I think it is not correct, because you might end up losing. He does not tell that explicitly, but he is saying, I want to tell you something more. Please try to listen to it. Now, till now, Maricha told about the way the king should be, how Ravana's intelligence has failed and all, but now he is moving into the military strength or the energies that Sri Ramachandra brings to table when it's at the time of war. So what does Maricha say there? That we'll be seeing in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om sarvam satupri Sasi Maharaj Swami Charanaravinda Arpanamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.